coach stands by the players who suffered Wednesday's disappointment, those who are fit anyway. Marco van Basten hasn't made it. His damaged ankle needs renewed attention. So Jean-Pierre Papin wears the number 9 shirt. And at the back, Stefano Nava comes in at 3. This for the injured Paolo Maldini. Otherwise, 9 of Wednesday's starting line are on duty again, with Ruud Gullit on the bench. Frantic efforts by Brescia then to seek the temporary release of the Romanians. Haji, Sabal and Radicioiu from the national squad have finally paid off. All 3 have been flown back by private jet for this game before resuming their preparations for the World Cup tie, Romania against Czechoslovakia. Their presence is vital to Brescia's hopes of causing an upset, especially with 2 other key players, the midfield pair, De Paula and Jutta, both suspended. So the teams making their entrance now, and alongside me in the commentary positions today is Liam Brady, who knows a thing about winning the Scudetto himself, of course, having twice been a championship winner from his Juventus days. So Liam, your thoughts on this afternoon's fair?
Well, really, we're looking forward to a tremendous match. I think there's everything at stake for both sides. Milan obviously playing to a capacity crowd in the San Siro Stadium, but want to finish off the season in style and beat Brescia. But Brescia need points, possibly 3 points, to make sure they're not relegated. So there's everything to play for today, and it should be a really good game.
How do you think Milan are going to react after what was obviously a major setback for them on Wednesday?
Well, we've been seeing them stutter over the last 2 months, haven't we? And they haven't been playing well. They've looked a tired team. They've stuttered to this title win. They'll be tremendously disappointed with the way they played against Marseille. But the fact that there's a capacity crowd, the fact that they're playing at home, you really can't see them fail. I think they'll raise their game, and they'll go on to win the Scudetto today.
There was Jean-Pierre Papin, who's come in then for Marco van Basten. Van Basten, who hasn't been fully fit. He's had this ankle problem, of course, going back some months now. Well, it's not a bad replacement, though, to have waiting in the wings. Jean-Pierre Papin, the former European Footballer of the Year, handing over that title to Van Basten himself. And there, Gullit on the bench, Iranio, Di Napoli, Filippo Galli, who hasn't featured for Milan for over a year now. And there the substitutes for Brescia. Salrini, the former Lazio player, is the one striker they have in reserve. Milan on the brink of their 13th Italian title, their 3rd Scudetto in 6 seasons. A few weeks ago, well, it had seemed a formality. Milan 11 points clear at one stage, but their recent faltering, and of course coupled with the consistency of their great rivals Inter, has seen their lead eroded to just 4 points. Now, what about Papin and the form that he showed? Liam, coming in for Van Basten, it's not a bad swap, is it?
Well, it's not, is it? But he must have been tremendously disappointed not to have played on Wednesday night. And in fact, it was a strange decision, really, to play Massaro up front with Van Basten. And I think if Papin had been playing in the first half when Milan had a couple of those chances, they possibly could have won the European Cup.
But now a minute's silence, which is happening at all grounds around Italy, as a mark of respect to the victims of the Florence bombing earlier in the week. So then, away we go, and it's Brescia kicking off in the blue tops, attacking the goal to our left. Really is vital for them that they pick up a point, well, 2 if possible, to keep alive their hopes of staying in Serie A. Brescia, who came up as champions of Serie B. And such a relief for them to have the 3 Romanians. They've been in tremendous form. The last 10 goals scored by Brescia have come from the Romanian trio. This is Brunetti, will be one of the markers at the back, I would think. They certainly packed their team with defenders. And the number 9 there, Choyu, is likely to be the one outright front runner. But a very dangerous one at that. The pass from Albertini. This is Lentini. Pointing down the left flank for Milan. And one, you have to say, Liam, one of those who looked rather lethargic in the European final, Lentini.
Yes, he had a very poor game. He'll be out to demonstrate and to prove his critics wrong. He took a lot of stick for the way he played on Wednesday night, and I think he'll be really, really trying to put the record straight today.
Omini, Brunetti. A real test of Brescia's character in this awesome setting. Olivetti to Brunetti. Hard and ruthless defender, sent off a couple of weeks ago, Brunetti, against Udinese. There's Hagi, who has been so influential for Brescia. 6 goals now so far this season, most of them spectacular strikes too. Rijkaard, another man who didn't really do himself justice in the European final. Baresi, who certainly did. The layoff was from Papan. This is Negro, very promising young defender for Brescia, being linked with Napoli next season. Now then to Rossi. We'll see him operating wide on the left for Brescia. Hagi came to Brescia from Real Madrid, where he had a very successful second season, having taken a while to settle. This is Paganin, brother of Antonio, who plays for Inter, and strong rumours that this Paganin, Massimo, will be joining his brother with Inter next season. Rossi. Brescia, who've won only once away from home in Serie A this season, that to Roma back in November. But hoping they'll catch Milan on another off day. And they've had a few of those lately. This is Hagi, closed down quickly by Tassotti to end that little period of possession from Brescia. So an only problem there for Brescia with Hagi down injured. Not looking at all happy. This is Papan now. Donadoni. Papan had shown for him. And some alert goalkeeping by Kusin. And my word, he needed to be there with Papan marauding up front. So sharp, Papan.
Yeah, good little run, wasn't it? Donadoni slipped the ball to him. He just failed to connect. He makes those runs really, really well, Papan, across the front of people.
And while Hagi receives some attention, we can bring you news of the first goal of the afternoon. Scored by Paul Gascoigne's team, Lazio. Lazio a goal up against Napoli, and the goal coming from the German international Karl-Heinz Riedler. And of course, away with the England team. After their 1-1 draw with Poland, and Gaza's picked up another injury, so it's bad news for him, with a gashed leg. And good news for David Platt's team as well. Juventus, they're a goal up away to Pescara. And Ravanelli has given his team the lead. But Choyu, the victim of that tackle. Hagi seems to be okay now. Such a creative player, Hagi, really dangerous on the set pieces. Different route to goal this time, though. Well cut out by Tassotti. Here's Donadoni. Milan so anxious to win in style today to help atone for the disappointment of Wednesday. Lentini. Outsmarted though by Negro. This is Sabao, the third Romanian. They've certainly had a problem scoring goals this season, have Brescia. Only 32 in the league. That's the worst record in Serie A. In contrast, Milan, with 62, have the best. Rijkaard. Rolling it wide for Tassotti. This is Hagi. And I'm hearing now Riedler has scored again, so Lazio now 2 up in their match. That pass was from Costa Curta, away by Rossi. On then from Rijkaard, finding Papan. Massaro. Chasing by Lentini. And Negro just managing to hold him off, as the referee rules in favour of Brescia.
Milan seem to be playing with Papan up front on his own, Peter, and I just hope they don't leave him up there. I'd like to see him getting some more support from Lentini and from Massaro, because if they don't push somebody up alongside Papan, Brescia are just going to keep the ball at the back for the 90 minutes.
This is Brunetti. Apologies there for the temporary, we hope, loss of vision. Hagi. Foul though by Albertini. Special play flying in, the players from Romania, and they'll be straight back off again to Czechoslovakia to prepare for that World Cup game after this match. Hagi very prominent early on, seeking out Rossi, and Costa Curta had covered his run. And that came off at the Brescia player Rossi. Baresi. Rijkaard, who's announced that he's leaving Milan at the end of the season, which came as something of a shock, and maybe the timing wasn't too clever either, just before the European Cup final. I think he might have waited, Liam.
Well, you never know what happens in these cases. He might have told somebody confidentially that he intended to leave, and the thing broke in the newspapers. They're expert at finding things out in the newspapers in Italy.
Not bad in England either. Bonametti. This is Rossi. Massaro joining Papan up front there, but to no avail. Domini, the captain of Brescia, finding though the captain of Milan, Baresi. Albertini now. What a marvellous season he's had for Milan. This is Lentini. Massaro and Papan waiting on the cross. Take one though from Lentini. He seems to have gone back in his shell again in the last few matches, having had a much brighter spell. This is Hagi now. But too far out really to extend Rossi.
I've seen him score from there though, Peter. He can really hit them. He packs a tremendous shot. And let's hope today that he gets himself into those areas where he can let fly from 25, 30 yards. Because he really is a dangerous player. Terrific left foot.
Tassotti to Donadoni. 10 minutes gone. And Milan so far haven't really fashioned a chance. Who's in the goalkeeper is the number 2 goalkeeper for Brescia. Landucci, who's on loan from Fiorentina, is out through injury. Here's Rossi. Costa Curta tangling with Garcia for a moment. I thought Garcia got away, but the whistle has gone. Angelo Amendolia from Messina, Sicily, is the main official today. Baresi. Of course, for the title to slip beyond Milan's grasp, they would have to lose their last 2 games and Inter win theirs. Then there would be a playoff. In Italy, they don't settle major events by goal difference, major titles, major decisions. And that will also apply to the bottom end of the table, where Brescia are scrapping for survival. Massaro with the throw. Rijkaard. Massaro's cross. Not the best of defensive headers. It's Donadoni now. Back in towards Papan and plucked out of the air by the towering figure of Cousin. Iavanelli. Off goes Haji. And Costa Curta had to have his wits about him. Haji, who supports Radicchioio so quickly from his midfield role. A really adventurous, positive and attacking player, Haji. And absolutely lethal with his shooting. Sabal with the throw. Still Sabal. Given away though to Lentini. Now Baresi. Lentini leaving it for Rijkaard. Here's Lentini now. There's Massaro out wide. Lentini's cross towards Papa. Well, he had the confidence to strike for goal, but not the accuracy. But he never gave it a second thought. So many of Papan's goals have been from long range on the volley. Bonametti. Rossi. News of another goal. It's a high-scoring start in that Lazio match. It's 2-1 now against Napoli. And Zola has scored for the team from Naples. Rijkaard. It goes Haji very quickly then on Costa Curta and almost embarrassed him. Some more charitable defending by Milan. To Sotti, to Donadoni. Massaro's pulled into the middle. Look for the run-to of Papan, and they've gone the other way. Albertini couldn't make it.
I think Massaro had a chance of pulling that ball down there, and he would have had a one-to-one on the edge of the box, a good position. I think he was a bit hasty in heading that ball across the box.
And it was Massaro really who had the best of the chances, certainly in the first half in the European Cup final for Milan. Donadoni threading it on. Rijkaard now. Maybe this is going to be Rijkaard's last game in the San Siro for Milan. Out by Paganin. On then from Rossi. And in fairness to Brescia, Leon, they've started pretty confidently.
Absolutely. They don't seem overawed by the fact that Milan only need a point to win the championship today, and they're struggling to get themselves out of the relegation zone. They're playing confidently. And as I said to you before, if Milan don't commit some more people forward, they'll just keep it all day here at the back.
This is Domini. Now Paganin. Certainly no urgency by Milan to dispossess Brescia. Domini looking for Radicchioio. So too was Costa Curta, who wanted Rossi to come for that one. The goalkeeper stood his ground. Tassotti. The tackle by Paganin on Massaro. Albertini linking with Rijkaard. Now Tassotti. One back though by Haji. Good first time pass to Domini. Free kick to Brescia. And Domini was caught then by Tassotti. 32 years old, the oldest player in the Brescia side. Haji. Elegantly away from the tackle of Papa. Domini. Sabao. Forward by Brunetti. Huge roars around the stadium. And I think that's for news of a goal against Inter. And confirmation indeed, Inter are losing to Parma, a goal from Nelly. So maybe Inter are going to hand the championship to Milan anyway, whatever the outcome of this game. Choyu, outsmarted by Baresi. And the referee has blown for the foul. And also news that Torino are a goal up. Aguilera scoring against Fiorentina, which is good news for Brescia. Fiorentina, one of their rivals in the bid to escape relegation. 4 to go down. Ancona and Pescara already relegated. Tassotti in trouble. Not too happy with the challenge. And that's Domini, the Brescia captain, suggesting he has some treatment for that.
I think Haji came in a bit late, his elbow high there, caught Tassotti on the side of the face.
Albertini. Milan not really off the starting block so far. Massaro's pass, easily intercepted though by Negro. And off come Brescia again. And they will be well satisfied with this first 15 minutes. Containing Milan fairly comfortably and posing a few questions of their own. It's Haji.
It's a poor ball there from Haji. I think he was expecting Radicau to spin and get in behind Baresi, but Radicau was coming short to get to his feet. A misunderstanding between the two Romanians.
Tassotti. Now Baresi. Here's Tassotti. Donadoni. And Rossi just got his foot to it. Got a glimpse then of Capello, the coach of Milan. I wouldn't think he's too happy so far. Now Tassotti. Towards Sol Papan. Almost on the end of that one. As Kuzin held on. Baresi. Rijkaard. Now Albertini. Massaro. Here's Nava. Tassotti to Donadoni. Papa tried to show for him, then lost his footing. A little unlucky there. I don't think he'd reached the ball anyway, but
Donadoni had a good opportunity to send Tassotti away there. Tassotti had run off Hadji and was